Well, Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else. Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
Donald Trump, Jimmy Kimmel, and Donald Trump Jr. are placed at the center of a long-running media dynamic where politics, comedy, and public perception continuously collide. The narrative unfolds as an evolving pattern rather than a single moment, shaped by repetition, reaction, and visibility. It begins with Trump delivering yet another speech filled with bold claims, criticism, and personal attacks. His remarks about Kimmel's talent and ratings reflect a familiar strategy, dismissing critics by questioning their credibility and influence. This approach reinforces his communication style, built on confidence, confrontation, and constant engagement with opponents in the public arena. At the same time,
Don Jr. could be tried as an adult in this one. I will say one thing you do have to hand to the Trumps. They stick together, whether they're running a fake university or a phony charitable organization or...
Jimmy Kimmel operates from a completely different position. Instead of responding directly with anger or debate, he uses humor as a tool to reshape the narrative. Over time, his focus shifts repeatedly toward Donald Trump Jr., not as a one-time joke, but as part of an ongoing comedic framework. Each segment builds on previous material, turning isolated moments into a continuous storyline. This pattern becomes increasingly clear as Don Jr. continues to appear in public spaces, interviews, and social media. His attempts to present himself as relatable and grounded often contrast with his background of privilege and visibility. Kimmel highlights this contrast repeatedly, using it as the foundation for humor that resonates with audiences. The effectiveness of this approach lies in accumulation. A single joke might be temporary, but repeated observations create a lasting impression. Over time, Don Jr. is no longer seen only as a political figure, but as a recurring character within a broader comedic narrative.
Right? Do you understand? Am I supposed to know more? Oh, Don Jr. doesn't know anything about it. I'm not an accountant. I'm a business guy.
I'm a business guy who had his elbows soldered together, and now...
This shift demonstrates how perception can be shaped gradually through consistent framing. Meanwhile, Trump's own responses add another layer to the cycle. His reactions, often direct and forceful, amplify the visibility of the conflict. By addressing criticism publicly, he keeps the narrative active, ensuring that both supporters and critics remain engaged. This interaction between politics and entertainment creates a feedback loop where each response generates new material. The situation extends beyond individual exchanges. It reflects a larger transformation in media, where boundaries between political discourse and entertainment have become increasingly blurred. Late-night comedy no longer exists separately from political conversation. Instead, it actively participates in shaping how public figures are perceived. Kimmel's method relies on clarity rather than confrontation. By presenting quotes, actions, and patterns in a simplified and structured way, he allows audiences to draw their own conclusions. This technique avoids direct argument while still influencing perception, making the impact more subtle but equally powerful. For Don Jr., this creates a challenging dynamic. Efforts to respond or defend often reinforce the existing narrative, providing additional material rather than resolving the situation.
And of course, there we go, little fist bump. Don Jr. was thrilled to be a part of the group. He posted this picture of him and Tuck cackling in their blue checkered print shirts. A couple of banana Republicans right there. And
each reaction becomes part of the ongoing story, contributing to the same pattern that the comedy highlights. The audience plays a critical role in this process. Repetition, familiarity, and recognition shape how viewers interpret these moments. Over time, certain images and ideas become fixed, not because of a single event, but because they are consistently reinforced across multiple platforms. This ongoing interaction illustrates how modern public figures exist within a continuous cycle of exposure. Statements, reactions, and interpretations overlap, creating a narrative that evolves in real time. The distinction between reality and performance becomes less clear, as both elements influence how events are understood.